Welcome back to more Divinity Original Sin. So I was wandering around here looking for this key, and I finally found it back here behind this boat. I went ahead and gave Ronstock the Pet Pal talent because I think he's gonna end up taking less or needing less talents than Lug Lug. There's more men-at-arms and talents that I'm gonna be wanting to take with Lug Lug, so I didn't want to use Pet Pal as one of those. So I did a little bit of research, and it turns out that Pet Pal is extremely important, and as far as a talent, there's several quests associated with it, plus some of the dialogue in the game is the funniest with the animals here. Now if the fucking rat would stop moving.
Quick! Pontius pirate puts on a scary front, but he hates to be alone. If one of his friends kicks the bucket, old Ponty is liable to bring him right back. Goodbye!
So the rats are meant to like give you tips and tricks and hints on the puzzles and the boss fights, obviously. So he's basically saying that if we would have kept nailing the skeletons, Pontius would have wasted his turn bringing them back. However, I think we handled it just fine. I gave Lug Lug Thick Skin as a talent. I was reading up on Leech. Leech is no longer overpowered. In fact, it's underpowered at this point, so a lot of people are saying Leech is not even worth taking. They nerfed it, as well as a few other skills in the last patch. And I'm not sure I would have taken it anyways, because it sounds like it kind of ruins the game and challenge. Yay! All that for 203 gold. Fantastical. Now, can anyone talk to him? No, it has to be Ronstock. Well, Ronstock is our wizard, so it makes more sense he's the pet talking guy.
Yes? Quick! Be wary of worn leathers. I saw a man pull one once, and the effects were truly crippling. Goodbye!
Still not sure what to do with Pontius's key. Pretty sure we didn't use that. I know we used the black ominous key on the big black ominous door. Saving his skills. Excuse me. She's got a talent now as well. Thick Skin is probably good for her. I like the Thick Skin talent. 5 extra base armor and then times your man-at-arms, which I think that's safe for our fighters, since we'll be pumping up men-at-arms. Give them some extra armor. Can't go wrong with that. Alright, here we are at the waypoint portal from Black Cove. Let's head over to... shit, it wasn't the one in the lighthouse? I need to get my other pyramid too. Totally forgot to do that 700 videos ago. Even after Zyzex gave me explicit directions on how to do so. Loading takes about 17 times as long when I'm running fraps and recording. It would have loaded 17 minutes ago had I not had this shit on. Okay, that took a ridiculously long time to load. But we finally got over here. head to the lighthouse, now that we've rescued the lost love of the lighthouse. Where'd that rat go? I want to talk to the rat. Where are you, you dirty rat? Desdemona, my love. I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky. Madness took hold of my heart, and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into its depths. And yet look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word you can heal my heart, efface the scars the lunacy left there. Forgive me, my wife, my own. Forgive me. You heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious and the other half is utterly enraged. What do you think of my murderer husband?
Desdemona is under no obligation to forgive her murderer, no matter how sorry he may be.
Agreed. No one ought to feel compelled to forgive the fiend who snatched his or her life away. Right you are. This cur deserves no more of my forgiveness than the devil himself. Away from me for good this time.
Bye.
I have sown, and heartbreak I must find. Come, eternity, let loneliness be thy instrument of torture. Regret thy wrack. It is no more than I, blackest of souls, deserve, for it was love itself that I yielded to.
I'd worry about seeing you his wife, but I'm certain you alone will be banished to hell. Goodbye forever, butcher!
These ghosts are fools if they think they'll find happiness now. New betrayal awaits, even in death.
That's a lovely thought. Wrapping up the quest of culls.
I need a moment to reflect. Some may call me heartless. I suggest I know how to make difficult decisions for the greater good. What some call heartlessness, I call prudence. An admirable trait, and one I certainly admire in you, Longstock. That's why we've been together on so many adventurers.
Alrighty, let's head to Siceu. Wrap up some other loose ends. My gods, what's going on here? First I have to shoo away a deranged imp, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Ha! This is a curious mix-up, no? It'll be quite a story to tell tomorrow. Uh-oh.
I should have used Intimidate. Let's see what happens if I save here. Yep, computer cheats on paper, rock, scissors. It's a mix-up indeed. I don't know what you and that horrible little imp are planning, but leave my bathroom out of it.
Well, that's what you get for
If
trying.
you please, this room is private. Don't just stand. Bye. Away with you!
Now this bitch is pissing me off.
I guess you can skip and automatically win? I guess so. I never imagined my bathroom would be such a hub of community activity. Do be a dear and show yourself out, won't you?
Bye. Out now, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go. What are you still doing here? Be gone.
The teleport to pyramids have been bonded to you. If you stray too far away from them, they'll automatically reappear in your inventory.
Now, if you please. This room.
Alright, cool. Got both of those.
Booty cat.
Meow. Never saw you in the king crab before. Meow. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you'd like. I won't scratch back. Meow.
Who are you?
I am Unsinkable Sam, meow. At least that's what they call me around here, meow. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves, meow. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king's crab foremost patron ever since, meow.
You were the only survivor?
So I was, meow. What friends I had, they drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone, meow. Not that I have it bad here, mind you, meow. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly. And when one of the villager girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm, meow. But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is one like Maxine.
Tell me about the ship you were on.
A magnificent ship she was, meow. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right beneath the lighthouse. Not a very apt name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I was on a hot tin roof, meow. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than Fish's funeral parlor. I was alive, and that was more than anyone else could say.
About Maxine.
Maxine's the mayor's darling pet, meow. So gentle, so fair of feline. The graces of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat, meow. She likes me, I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away, meow. I don't know why. I've serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But so many reasons she has not been swayed.
I have some other questions for you.
By all means, meow.
What's your take on the undead?
People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city, meow. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk though, but I still do to test them, yeah. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1.
What about the orcs?
Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot, meow. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right out from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
Hi.
Alright, there's a quest from the kitty cat. Looks like the collar is part of that quest.
Back again? Bye.
The mayor's cat, Maxine. Let's go find why Maxine isn't interested.
Greetings.
Golly Josh, one who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicil with the easy elegance of a puss with a tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws all over tails in love with me. And who can blame him? The feelings, well, rather mutually, actually. But the pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they? With an alley cat for a papa. Dear Sam, he's such a good old bean, but he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
Bye.
She called you a poor old putty cat. I'm gonna tell Sam what a stuck-up bitch she is.
Magnificent, sweet God.
Back again?
Ah, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she's the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Where that I still had my collar, such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja best hunting cheetah. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it, a gift bestowed upon me by the princess whom I kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones lost as I was tossed about the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine, worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again and Maxine my Caesarina.
Bye. Back again?
Ronstock probably has to have the collar in his inventory.
Meow.
Back again?
Meow.
Back again?
Winking Whiskers, you found my collar. Oh, thank you, bless you. I shall don it right this instant and hie me to Maxine as fast as my paws can carry me. You have made me the happiest pussycat in the world. Indeed you have, meow.
Bye.
Kitty love!
Join the Spud Club if you've got
Maxine, my love, look at me. I'm wearing it. The collar I told you about, the one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is, a band of jewels such as no one in Sicil has ever beheld.
Dear me, but that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Darling Sam, you are a Tom of means after all.
home. my
Sam's a
true
pimp cat.
collar, and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Yes, you are, my darling Sam. As adventurous as ever. But indeed, you do seem to have the right and the reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear son, I will marry you.
Go, Sam. It's your birthday.
With a word, you've stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, I need tale of me. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
Sam's getting some pussy tonight.
And so Sam's story has a happy end after all. It wouldn't have had if we wouldn't have found that collar. Maxine only agreed to marry him because he's rich now. I'm afraid you're right. She's quite the little gold digger, that mayor's cat.
It is a pity indeed to see how this treasure of a cat, this pinnacle of nature's beauty, has been corrupted by the wretched mores of man. Base materialism has darkened the purity of her soul and has seized the very throne where love should rest. Let the story of Sam and his beloved serve as an example of this bitter truth. Between two humans, no love is unconditional. So strongly does this sad depravity seep from our every pore that it adulterates the innocence of what should be stainless spirits. We suffer from the inability to bestow love devoid of logic, devotion devoid of design. Wealth, status, prestige, the carnality of flesh and fortune, those are the true motivators of affection between woman and man. Love, it is the name we give a base ambition, a delusion we blindly compel to be true, and therefore falsely hold to absolution. Pity love and be wary of her too, for she is but a deception.
I agree that, alas, I've never seen an example of true love, except in song and stories. Aye, unconditional love is but a fiction indulged by dumbasses.
Ha! Aptly put. Verily the concept of love is but the vagary of fantasies, the intemperance of puerile minds. I shall not decide that my mind too was puerile once, that I too loved a woman with all my soul, believing her to be... Ah! Enough! Forget what I said. Dig love a grave and there let it rot.
Cool, can we get back to the adventure now? Stop talking about this gay thing you call love? Hey, Ronstock, why don't you talk to that walking cock over there? I think I shall. He's afraid of you. He should be. If he doesn't stop running, he's gonna be fried chicken soon.
Greetings.
Liberty, equality, and brotherhood for all. Well, turn the wicked cleaver of decapitation upon you! Revolution is coming!
Bye. What's the status?
Another peaceful day.
A severed head.
Remain at your service.
Stefan, eh? I heard your name was Nick.
How did you hear that name? It's been years since I've thought of myself as anyone other than Sidestone Stefan.
I met your ghost of a daughter, Lillian.
My darling, her head is still stuck fast to her body, and you've seen her. Ah, I shouldn't be surprised that my little scam's heart of gold shines through even in death. Still, I finally found permanent employment here, practicing the craft I so love. Might it not be best for both of us if I were to remain and she were to move on?
Forget the crowd. His head belongs with his body and with his daughter. That much is a no-brainer. I agree. Lillian's waiting around for her father. The least thanks he can give is return to her.
I suppose that even unfulfilled artists must know when to put family first. You're right. I must relinquish the thrill of the crowd for my daughter's sake. Take me to my Lillian, kind knight.
I'm not a knight, I'm a mercenary.
Nick's head.
Hey, Ronstock, what are you doing with Nick's head in your front pocket? That's gross. Shut up, Luck Luck. You're a dirty wizard.
All right, let's return to the Black Cove. I'll go ahead and pause the camera for now, and we'll meet you down there by Lillian. Alright, here we are back down on the docks.
Greetings.
So what's the scoop? Made any progress in retrieving my father's noodle?
About your father's head, it's right here.
Well, out with it. Did you find it or what?
I found him. One complete papa coming right up.
Well, ain't just that the happiest of all endings? Now father and daughter can finally have the TTTTT I've been waiting for. Ha!
Bye. It's about time, you old man. So, what'd you say we get a move on out of this place?
You got it, kiddo.
A reward chesticle. Yay, intelligence +1, not what I need. And a better hat, a better better armor 1 by 1 and the perception, so we'll take that. Alright, level 7. I think that's going to wrap it up for this video of Divinity. Folks, we'll see you soon with more Divinity soon to come. Thanks for watching.